Hi guys, welcome back to another 2004scape video. This video is going to be a bit of a ramble, but also kind of a bit of a guide to starting out training the member skills that are going to come out on members release. Just a quick update before we do get into that. I did a live stream last night, and essentially what we did is, after training our crafting to 40 for the crafting guild, my plan was to basically craft air runes and then run to the crafting guild and mine a full inventory of gold and silver ore whilst doing rune crafting, sort of knocking two birds out with one stone there. So I would go to Fletching Bank, get my essence out and a talisman, run to the air altar, craft those runes, and then run to the crafting guild and mine the silver and gold ore. So that's what we were doing on stream last night. We've managed to get up to level 28 rune crafting and 55 mining. I have yet to smelt any of the silver and gold ore. We didn't get too many. I think we're sitting on about 200 to 300 of each at the moment, so it's kind of slow progress, but I thought if I want to train my rune crafting to 44 anyway, we may as well do that. I'll just show you in the bank exactly how much we've got so far. But I ran out of rune essence, which is why I'm now back to mining S, because it's super expensive and I do not want to pay for it myself. As you can see here, 297 gold, 242 silver, and we're back up to 1.8k pure S. So I thought I'd just sort of talk about these member skills that are going to be coming out and the best ways to train them early on, whilst I do a little bit of rune essence mining. For full transparency here, I will just let you know that the Tourist Trap, Legends Quest, and Underground Pass do give quest XP for some of the member skills. However, I've not included them in this video just because Tourist Trap basically gives you the option to choose which skill you put the XP into, and I know that people are going to want to put that into different things, so I thought, just for sake of simplicity, to not include that quest reward XP in this guide. Legends Quest, I don't know if it will be there on release, so I've omitted it from this guide as well. Also, the levels that you're probably going to be trying to get are probably going to be the requirements for Legends Quest, so it doesn't feel sort of sensible to just include that in this list. And also, I have not included the Underground Pass quest because I think it gives agility XP, but you're probably going to want like quite high agility to do it anyway without failing all the obstacles, so I've not included the XP from that quest either. But other than that, let's get into it. So the members quests are coming out, yes, but more importantly for this video, the members skills will be coming out. So we're going to be looking at agility, herblore, thieving, and fletching. So let's kick it off with thieving. Now, this isn't going to be sort of an in-depth detailed guide how to get 99 in each one. I'm just going to sort of give you a bit of a starter path to get to a useful level, shall we say. So for example, 50 thieving is the requirement for Legends Quest, and 55 is kind of when you unlock RD Knights. So sort of this will only take you up to about 50 to 55. But to kick off thieving, what you can do, you can actually get to level 20 thieving without training the skill at all. You will need to do the Fight Arena quest, which will give 2,175 XP. You'll need to do Hazil Cult, which gives 1.5k XP. You'll need to do Biohazard, which gives 1.250 XP. And just as a note here, you need to do Plague City in order to do Biohazard. Doing all three of those quests, or four if you count Plague City, will get you to level 20 thieving right off the bat, which would be super nice to skip those earlier levels, trying to pickpocket men. That can always be very annoying, getting caught and having to eat loads of food to keep up the XP. But once you hit level 20 thieving, you can do the Tribal Totem quest. However, this requires level 21 thieving, so to get from 20 to 21 thieving, I would recommend going to the Silk store and thieving that for silk. You only need to thieve it 23 times to be able to get from level 20 to 21, and that will then allow you to do the Tribal Totem quest. That quest gives 1,775 XP, which will take you up to level 23 thieving, and then from there, you can go from 23 to 25. Again, I would go back to silk. You would need 65 silk to get up to 25. And then from 25 to 35, you sort of got two options here. You could stay at silk and you would need 607 silk to get up to 35. Or you could go and pickpocket Alcarid warriors if you wanted to, and you would need to pickpocket those 561 times. Once you've hit level 35, I would recommend switching over to fur stalls. You would need to thieve them 330 times to get up to level 40 thieving. And at level 40, you've got some options. So here I've put down guards, but obviously if you've only just hit level 40 thieving, you might want to stay at one of the lower tier options just to if you go straight to guards, you might notice that you get quite a high fail rate. But if you did go straight to guards from level 40, you'd have to thieve them 1,370 times to get up to level 50. That'll get you the quest requirement for Legends Quest. And then if you wanted to go from 50 to 55 to unlock RD Knights, you would need to thieve them another 1,396 times. I'm not going to go any further than RD Knights. I think they might be the best XP in the game until 99 at that point. But like I said, this is not a 1 to 99 thieving guide. So I'll stop there. That's sort of how I would plan to get from level 1 to 50 or 55 thieving. The next quest, keep saying quest instead of skill. The next skill that I want to go over is Fletching. So this is quite an interesting one because you can sort of bank Fletching levels before members comes out if you get the logs to do so. But how I would start Fletching is actually doing the Temple of Ikov quest. Now, this does require level 42 thieving and level 40 ranged, so you would probably need to follow the thieving sort of path that I set out just then to get up to 42 thieving to be able to do this. But it will give you 8,000 Fletching XP, which is pretty big from level 1. After that, you can also do the Big Chompy Bird Hunting quest. This does require level 5 Fletching, so that's the reason why you can't just do that before Temple of Ikov. But feel free to just fletch normal bows to get level 5 if you don't want to get 42 thieving for Temple of Ikov. But the two of those quests in total will get you up to 25 Fletching. So in theory, you can get 25 Fletching without training it normally with any actual fletching of logs. After level 25 Fletching, to get up to level 35, you would need 585 oak longbows. So you could bank those logs right now. And then to get from 35 up to 40, you would need 445 willow shortbows. And then to get from 40 up to 50, you would need 1,545 willow longbows. That would mean a total of 585 oak logs and 1,990 willow logs. If you get them in the bank before members drops and you do those two quests, you can get up to 50 Fletching pretty easily. Now, I have included some optional paths past level 50 just because it's quite easy to bank some of the logs for this. But obviously, the higher level you want to get, the more logs you're going to have to get, and it might be difficult to buy that amount of U logs, especially if you want to choose to go with U's. But I've sort of gone with 3 separate paths here. So starting from level 50, you could choose to bank level 50 and then wait for maple logs to be in the game and then use those. If you went from level 50 doing this, you would need 1,307 maple shortbows to get to 55, and then 4,851 maple longbows to get to 65. You would then need 4,270 U shortbows to get to 70, and you would need 16,646 U longbows to get to level 80. So if you banked the willow and the oak logs from earlier, you could also try and bank 20,916 U logs, and then you would just have to buy or chop the maple logs for those levels in between. I don't know how possible it is going to be to bank 20,916 U logs, but if you can find a way to do that, and you just sort of want to wait for maple logs to fill in those levels in between, you could certainly do that. Another option I've gone for here is you can completely bank 1 to 80 with willows and U's. So from level 50 to 65, you would need 8,388 willow longbows. And then from 65 to 70, you would need 4,270 U shortbows. And then to get to level 80, you would need 16,646 U longbows. So that would be a total of 10,378 willow logs and 20,916 U logs. So if you can get all those banked, you'll have 80 Fletching banked. Failing that, if you literally just want to buy willow logs, to get from level 50 all the way up to 80, you would need 45,416 willow logs. And if you want to get from 25 up to 80, you would need 47,406 willow logs. It's a lot of logs, but if you've got the money or the time to woodcut for that long, you could get up to level 80 and have that banked before members even comes out. Obviously, I'm going to stop there at 80. I'm not going to go into how to get to 99. It's not a fletching guide, and I think that's far too many logs for you to have to deal with anyway. So we will move on to agility. Now, agility is interesting because if you look at the old school wiki page for the agility courses, the XP rates actually are not correct for 2004. They actually ended up buffing the XP rates for the agility courses in old school. But I managed to track down the actual XP rates. And there are a couple of quests you can do for a bit of XP here. So from level 1 to 25, you will just have to do the Gnome Agility course, and you will need to do 91 laps to get to 25. Once you get level 25, you can do the Grand Tree quest. Now, the Grand Tree quest will give you 7,900 agility XP, and that will take you all the way from 25 to 31. Now, there are a couple of quests that will unlock. So Watchtower quest requires level 25 agility, and Shiloh Village quest requires level 32. So you will have to train 31 to 32 manually. But I've gone here for 31 to 35, because that's when you unlock the Barbarian course. So to get from 31 to 35, you will need to do another 88 laps of the Gnome Agility course. And then if you want to go all the way up to unlocking the Wilderness Agility course, from 35 to 52, you will need to do 726 laps of the Barbarian course. That's all I've got for agility. Those are basically the only 3 courses in the game on members release. So once you're at level 52, I'm sorry to say you'll need to just do Wilderness Agility all the way to 99. And I've not even bothered to calculate how many laps that would be, because it's just a ridiculous number that I don't plan on doing myself, and I'm not sure many of you will. So, and even if you do want to do that yourself, it's probably best you don't find out the total number, because it might discourage you somewhat. So that's it for agility. Let's move on to Herblore, the final member skill that will be coming out on members release. And this will be kind of easy to do with a mixture of quests and potions. I think I have discussed this previously on stream or in another video, but obviously doing Druidic Ritual will get you up to level 3 Herblore. From level 3, you can do the Jungle Potion quest, which will give 775 XP, which will take you up to level 8. From level 8, you can make 9 attack potions, and that will get you up to level 10. And at level 10, you can do the Dig Site quest, and that will give you 2,000 Herblore XP, taking you up to level 17. And from level 17, it would take 188 attack potions to get to level 25. 25 is the requirement for Heroes Quest, and Heroes Quest will give you 1,325 XP. So to sort of get all the way up to that, you would need 197 Guams and Eye of Newts, making those attack potions. And I don't think I'm really going to go much further on Herblore. I know people probably are looking for some good methods to train, but I think the problem is Herblore will very much depend on what herbs are available. So if you're killing like Chaos Druids for your own herbs, like I don't know what herbs you're going to get and in what quantities. And again, like you could just try and buy like one herb that is the best XP for that level, but I don't think that's going to be the way to do it. I think the best way to do it is just going to be to get as many herbs as possible, no matter which ones they are, and just use all of them to get as much XP as possible. I don't think there's going to be enough like of one particular herb in the game for one person to buy all of them and train the Herblore using like the best XP. I think it's going to be a case of you've got to sort of take what you can get when it comes to herbs. So that's why I've not sort of set a straight path for that, other than the Guams, because it will just depend on what herbs you can actually get hold of. So just get all the herbs you can and just use them all. Is basically my advice after level 25. Unfortunately, I know that's not as specific as the other skills there, but I think that's going to be what we're going to have to put up with, unfortunately. But yeah, those are the 4 member skills that will be coming out into the game, and hopefully this is somewhat helpful to you guys. If you want me to go into more detail on any of the levels past what I've done in this video, or you want sort of a more in-depth guide on, you know, where you can find certain Herblore secondaries, or where you can, what levels you can do certain potions at, anything like that, let me know in the comments below, and I'm sure I can make a video about that. But that just about wraps up this sort of starter guide for the members quests, and a bit of a ramble by me. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was useful. And think we've been going for about 15 minutes here, so probably put a couple more clips in, but the video will probably end fairly soon. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. Hello, I'm back in the next clip. And I decided to take a little break from mining rune essence, and I decided to come and smelt all of the silver ore that I had and then turn them into holy symbols. And from all of that, we have got ourselves up to level 42 smithing and level 43 crafting. I think I'm going to decide to actually save my gold ore until members comes out, because I think it would be better to smelt all of that using the goldsmith gauntlets. I'm going to get loads more XP out of them if I do it that way. So that's kind of the plan. I am going to cut all these gems that I've got though, see how much crafting XP I get from these. I did manage to get a diamond yesterday from mining, which is pretty nice, because I'll need one cut diamond to get into the marketplace in Xanaris to buy a dragon longsword after doing Lost City. But I think I have been actually cutting gems and then selling them to the gem trader in Al Kharid. There's 44 crafting coming in. I have been selling my gems to the gem trader in Al Kharid, which I think might have been a mistake, but at the time I couldn't actually make any of them into jewelry. But I think I'm going to save all these gems until members comes out, and then try and make them into jewelry, and then sell them or alch them, because they'll probably go for a lot when people want teleports and rings of recoil or things like that, basically. But I am going to take a little break from doing the whole silver crafting, because I want to try out another method. I believe I learned this from Index. I'll try and leave a link to his channel in the description. But essentially what you do is you go to the crafting guild and you take a bunch of thread and coins and a needle, and you just kill cows in the crafting guild, and there's a tanner there. So you can go kill the cows, get all the cowhide, tan them all, craft them all into hard leather bodies, and then just drop them on the floor. So I think I'm going to try that just to mix things up a little bit. I'm getting quite sick of smelting steel bars. So level 44, we've got 6 more levels to go till 50. So I'm going to see if we can go and do that at the crafting guild with some cows. So here we are back at the crafting guild. I've been doing this method for quite a few hours now, but there is level 50 crafting coming in, which is beautiful to see. We can now craft ruby amulets, and that is the requirement for Legends quest, I believe. So that is 50 crafting ticked off the list of members quest skill requirements. The ones that we've got left to do are going to be, we need 40 range still, we need 50 smithing, we need 59 magic, and we need 42 prayer. I would like to maybe get up to 66 magic for the Mages Guild, but that's sort of a secondary objective there. So I think that's probably a good time to wrap this video up. I've got a live stream probably tonight, so I'll definitely do some sort of recap on what we managed to do on that stream. Like I said though, only 4 skills left to get before we've got all the members skill requirements. So once again guys, thank you very much for watching. The support has been crazy. We've shot up in subscribers faster than I thought we would. The live streams seem to be received really well. So thank you to all you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed already, you can please consider that, and I will see you in the next video.